everybody, welcome back to another awesome, amazing, fun video I have planned for you all today. I thought it would be fun to do another production video, of course, because I love them, you love them, they help me get better. Hopefully they inspire you and maybe help you get better as well. So we're doing another one of those today, but we're doing something slightly different. Instead of just like making a song in an hour, like my previous two videos, where we're gonna do making a song in blank style. And I'm not gonna give myself a time limit because I want it to be good. What if I wanted it to be good? So that's the vibe. What vibe of song are we going for? I wanna do like some like dance, synth, pop, dance club party, Kesha, Charlie XCX energy. That's what I want to channel. Why? Because I love that. I think it'll be fun and lighthearted and good energy. So that's what we're doing. I might do this in 2 sessions. So I'm not giving myself a time limit today. We're gonna work for like an hour, hour and a half and see where that lands us today. And then I might hop back in later and finish it up. So let's see what we can get done today. Hello, popping in really quick to say that if you do like what you hear and you like this song and you want the song to be yours and you want to release it and sing over it and do whatever you want to it, contact me at the email address in the description or in my YouTube bio. I'll be responding to emails in the order in which they come in. Serious inquiries only, please and thank you. But if you're interested, contact me for more details. That's all I have to say. Get back to the video. Okay, first things first. New headphone check. New headphone check. Okay. DT770 Pros from Beyerdynamic. Iconic. First things first. For real this time. We need drum. We need a drum beat. I want to get that down. Doom, doom, doom. Do some fucking crazy awesome kick. I think we're going to do Drum Machine Designer. So then we can sort of like load up whatever we want. Let me go to Splice for drum samples today. That's the vibe I want to do. This is the workflow that I'm feeling today. So we're going to follow this feeling and follow it to wherever it takes us. I like this one. Perfect. That was easy. And then some like kind of like a thinner snare. Am I crazy for wanting that? This could work if layered with another snare. This one. Awesome. Why are we already so good? This is good energy. I feel great energy. Let's see where this alone takes us. The snares need more punch, but we can do that in processing, I feel. Tempo, I want to do, let's do like 135. That's fast. Let's try it and see where that takes us. I'm not mad at fast. I am gonna record these in and then we'll see how well I do. Okay. You know, I see comments about like, you shouldn't quantize your stuff. Whatever. No, I'm gonna keep doing it. It's a tool, and I don't feel like I overuse it, you know? And sometimes the rigidity of quantization is in the style itself. Even with quantization, you can edit the strength of it. So I rarely do 100% strength. I'm usually in like the 50 to 80% area. So I hear you, and after consideration, we keep doing what we're doing. So this is what we have really quick. Okay. Maybe should it start with the drum or should it start with like a synth line? We're getting a skeleton right now. I think that's what I want to focus on. Skeletoning. We're skeletoning. We're getting a skeleton. So let's load up some sort of synth. These synths from Universal Audio are pretty freaking cool. I only have them for like 30 more days. I'm not super familiar with them, but I know they have really cool stuff. I think Anthem. I want like a hooky, fun melody. How to come up with something that isn't the same as something else. The eternal musician's struggle. Hey! I think we have something here. Okay, so bam. And then you know what time it is. Not my favorite sound. It's good, needs tweaking, but like I said, skeleton right now. Okay, actually, you know what we're doing? I used to have this habit of putting a gain plugin on everything and exclusively using that gain plugin, and then somehow recently I stopped doing that and was only using faders. We need to get back into doing this. Using the faders is super awesome and easy when you're creating, because you know you just have to like slide it up and down. But when you want to mix and finalize your shit, it comes back to get you. It just makes things easier later on in the process. Yeah, so I'm going to get back into this habit for gaining stuff. Oh, you know what we need? We need this kick to be 4 on the floor. I don't know how I didn't do that sooner. Yup. Hey, okay, awesome. That's great. What am I hearing here? This is what we need to figure out. I just hear like a muffled kick. I just kind of want to put a kick in there and have like a filter on it and have it open up. So that's what I'm gonna do. I think instead of doing that here, I think I'm gonna put it in its own audio track, which might be dumb, but it's the way I'm gonna do it. And if it's the less good way, then I'll figure it out on the way. That's good. Fuck. That's there. This is a good kick. What if we just did a gain fade instead of like filtering it? Let's see what that sounds like. Not mad at it. I think I do still want to put a filter on it. You know what it is already. Sure. Do I put a riser there? That is the question. Let's see. I know I have a riser that I like in Splice here. Let's see what we like. Long. This is incredibly long. I really don't need it that long. Let's see what we can do here. You know what we're gonna do to fix this? Fade this bitch in. Hey, where's my gain girl? She's my best friend. She is my best friend. The gain plugin, my best friend. I always like my risers to cut off at the 4th beat. I just think it just sounds better, in my opinion. Every production video I've made, I do this same exact thing, but actually, whatever, you know what I mean? Okay, let's see. Okay, not mad at it, and this does need to sidechain. Immediately needs to sidechain to the kick. So, sidechain. Cool. Okay, now we need chords in this place. We need something. Or maybe we do bass first, because I think if we do the bass, then that we can build the chords off of the bass and the melody. So I think that's what I want to do. And I want like a nasty, gritty, you know, like Charlie XCX vibe bass. So do we do Serum? I feel like that's very classic. Let's see what we can do with Serum. Let's see what we can find. Crunchy! Crunch, 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 crunch. Okay, bitter bat. I think we might play with this bass melody and see if there's something we can do to differentiate itself from the melody. But I think I'm gonna punch this in because I'm not mad at this preset. So we're gonna see. Okay, that's what I hear. I want that fill right here. And then that takes us to a different place. Let me listen one more time just to see where this takes us. More percussion. It leads us to more percussion. Like, I'm hearing cowbells. In my head, I'm kind of thinking Boss Bitch by Doja Cat. They have like these cowbells that sort of dance. They dance. And that's what I want to. So let's do some cowbells. I love a cowbell. What if I made a whole new drum machine designer and it was just for bells? I think actually this is a great idea. I'm sure they have bells in here, and I don't feel like searching through these to find them. So we're just gonna go to Splice. Lovely, lovely Splice. That's a major chord. That's fun, useless, but fun. And we're about fun here, right? 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 Yes, the answer is yes. Let's see what that is. I want to like pan them all different directions. TBH. Let's first see how that sounds. Am I crazy to say not that bad even? I'm so not mad at that. How do we pan these? Is this crazy? Maybe they're a bit too stereo. Hey, I'm not mad at this actually at all. And then what if we did like another bar of that and we still don't have any chords? Let me listen to this through and then see what inspiration strikes. Now I kind of feel like it sounds stupid. You know when you listen to a song or like a track that you made and it just sounds like a bunch of things together rather than a song? This seems like I just put shit together, which is exactly what I did. So this is true. I don't know if I'm loving it. Maybe I want the hats. Not the hats. The bells to sound more metal-y. Does that make a difference? It does. Now I think we should figure out chords. I think this should logistically be the next step, and I don't want to do it because that means I have to find a sound. And honestly, the more I do stuff like this, the more I hate searching for sounds in my catalog of instrument presets. Like, oh my god, I need to sit down and go through every project ever and just take all the sounds that I know I like and favorite them and save them. Okay, let's just find something. I think I might just do this off camera. So those are potential chords that I have. I don't know if I love them, don't know if I'm gonna stick with them, but I think I might just record them in. And I think it might be getting to that point where I need to step away for a sec and come back. But we're gonna keep going. We'll see if we can add something else. What my creative process likes is just throw stuff on there because something is better than nothing and you can always take away. I think the struggle is finding things to add, and then when you reach a point where, well, there's too much there, I kind of like that because then you can just take things out and you can leave what's actually important. So yeah, that's what I like to do because something to work with is better than nothing to work with. So that's sort of my thinking. So I'm gonna get these in to have them. I can mess with the rhythm, mess with the sound, mess with the chord, like everything, nothing is permanent. Bam, bam, bam. This is where we are right now. So we have intro, verse, second half of the verse. Yeah, I think this is all one verse to me. This is where we decide, is it pre-chorus? Yes. I want like at least 4 bars of amp up. And I think just to get some groundwork, what if we took this out? Oh, I hear it. I hear it chorus. Okay. What's happening? What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Before I move to this part right here, let's workshop this part right here. What if I maybe filtered the drums, perhaps? I do that all the time though. Maybe I should not allow myself to do that because I actually do that a lot. Not loving this. It isn't cool. Do we get rid of that? Bells? What if we took a break from the drums? I don't know. I'm feeling stuck, but I think my negativity is making it worse. So this is not stuck. This is potential for something new and cool and exciting. Now that we had that reset, let's continue. I could do like a more steady bass. Let's try that. Let's go to low-key alchemy. Love this melody though. Really glad that we have that, at least. Whoa, I have an idea. I have an idea that might work. I've never done it before though. So we do this full thing and then we bounce this as audio and then I want to pitch bend it up. And I'm unsure how to do that. There's gotta be a way. Maybe that's something I like look up because like I'm kind of lost. It has to be something to do with flex. Maybe I keep it as MIDI and then pitch bend it like this. But I've never gotten this to work for whatever reason, the pitch bend in the MIDI menu, and I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Why is it not working? Do I need to turn on something else? I don't know how to get it. This is something I'm gonna look at how to do off camera. So this will be for session 2 because I have decided I'm gonna film this in 2 parts. So what else can we do today? This is honestly not a bad start. It's been like about an hour, which I'm not mad at all. This is a to be determined later moment. I feel like the energy should just continue all the way through. I feel like this is it, and then we just add more. I feel like it very much so goes like this. So, okay, this is my visual. I feel like it should go like this, and then this for the bridge, and then this again for the last chord. That's how I feel. That's what I think. We need to add to this chorus. Maybe some sort of pad situation happening. There needs to be some twinkle. There's not a lot going on. I think our friend arpeggiator is going to be really awesome. We need an instrument for it. What has twinkly fun? Why do I feel like alchemy? I haven't used a lot of alchemy in this video. Ugh, I don't want to use alchemy actually. If you ask me why, I don't have an answer for you. I think I've spent so long going through that library that I don't want to anymore. Let's do opal. This is kind of the vibe. Let's see. Don't love it. Don't love it. Let's try this, even though it's pretty similar. I think it's just like the notes are clashing, honestly, for the chords, which makes sense. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at all. I want to play with the panning of that because I want it to be here and not here. Very much to the sides of you. So we'll see what to do there, and I guess I'll repeat this. Needs to be more happening with the drums. The drums need processing. I want to add some layers to this main melody and really beef it up. Well. But check this out. Like, I know we're not done. Like, I know this, but check it out. This is our structure, and we're at 3:38. Hey, I'm in support of songs that are more than 3 minutes long. Okay, what I'm channeling here is like 2010's energy, right? Full bridge, the chorus repeats twice at the end, and it just gets you so pumped up, so hyped, feels so good. Like Kesha, Katy Perry, just like big pop, fun, dance, realness, because this is what I want in my life, so that's why I'm making it. You know, the elements might not be meshing together phenomenally right now, and there needs to be more. I mean, we only have 15 tracks right now. There's lots to build on here. I think we have a pretty good foundation. We have a good melody. This is like the first hour and a half. I'm probably gonna work on another hour and a half with you at a later day. I need to step away and come back. So that's the vibe for right now. I will see you momentarily. Okay, we're back. It is 2 weeks later. I know, but I have a lot of ideas, and I feel like I've learned a lot in the past 2 weeks at school to really hone in and make this better than it is. So without further ado, let's get back into it. The first thing I heard was we need more auxiliary percussion, more stuff that isn't a kick and snare. I know we have the section with the cowbells, which I love, but I'm hearing something kind of dark. I want to kind of experiment with putting a filter on the cowbells. What if I duplicated this and then just put a different EQ on it? No, that does work. I do hear like a high cut percussion that's just kind of, maybe it's less syncopated than that and more just like steady. So let's see if I can find something for that. And I do want all my percussion in the same spot. Let's organize this really quick. Trying to visualize the sound in my head, and I think I have an idea of what I want. Like, not even a real instrument, just a Let's put that in and see where that takes us. I want maybe solid 16ths. This is not sounding very tasteful. So I feel like we do need to match it to the key. What key are we in? Help. Super fun fact about this song, this melody is written in Lydian mode, which is pretty cool. This was intentional because I wanted to see if I could write something in that. Okay, I'm gonna go off on a little tangent. I hope you find it interesting. I learned in one of my classes that Circus by Britney Spears is written in, or at least the chorus is written in Phrygian. Rado, 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 rado. And I was like, I want to break free from major and minor and try something new and cool, and that's what I did. So this is in D Phrygian, meaning it's the third mode of B flat major. You don't need to know any of that. But if you think that stuff's also cool, it's out there. So yeah, I'm just moving this to D, but it doesn't sound like percussion. It sounds like a boring fucking bass. So what if this is better. And I'm gonna pan this, and I'm gonna put in a sub bass because she's empty. She's empty. We need a sub. I feel like Alchemy has subs that I've used in the past and have been like cool with. I need a refresh on the melody. What is this? And do I have the chords written in here? That'd be really helpful if Past Me did that. Damn you. Damn it. So less of you, and you feel the difference. What's happening with the kick? There's a high, it sounds like a click. It feels like the metronome is on. We're just cutting all the highs out because we don't need anything above this in the kick for my purposes. That's sounding better to me. I know what to do. Okay, so we're just gonna do this. This is the automation for the velocity, and I want the stronger beats to be strong. And then everything in between, all the 16th notes in between can kind of just be there. This will add more variation and hopefully make it more cohesive and less robotic. You don't want robot, but you don't want fully human. I want pop electronic realness, like this shit was programmed into a computer, but not stiff. You still need to be able to dance to it. That's the point I'm trying to make. Okay, now we're getting some freaky click shit happening. There's this click. It's subtle, but there. I'm learning the importance of things like this in a track because it's what really makes it more. Listening to this pre-chorus, girl, that's not it. It is not correct right now. This needs to, I think, be less in every way. I think we keep the melody, but it filters, so you lose it for a sec. I need space here because right now there's barely any distinction between sections, and this is gonna break up verse to chorus and make the chorus feel better. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna, bam, pop this bad bitch on here, per usual. Let's get into it. Yay, okay, that's better. I think just a gain fade on this bass right here is gonna do the job fine. Or what if we took it out? Okay, I'm pretty indifferent right now. I feel like this is definitely an abrupt transition. Maybe we just go through the song and do a run through. Girl, the way we have a full bridge still, like, hello. Just an empty 16 bars to fill up, totally fine. Totally don't have only an hour of time to do this. Ta-ta! That's what I hear. What do we have in this kit? What's happening? What do all of these things sound like? Do I have auto quantize on or something? Because this is fucking good. It's too good. I need to investigate this. Or maybe I'm just so good like that. No, you're quantized, bitch. Dequantize. There we go. Yeah, it was on. Don't know if that even made a difference, but just the fact that it's off makes me feel better. There needs to be reverb on here. So what if I just duplicated this, but only that, and then you, my friend, are going to have reverb. And they already have reverb on there, so let's just turn it up. Ew. That's gross. That's not the verb I want. Ew. Is that the reverb I have on the actual... Right. Not me being like, ew, that's fucking disgusting. That's literally the reverb I made, no? No, it isn't. I don't have reverb on this kit. That's what I was thinking. It's like, wait, what? Let's try this. I'm not mad at that, but I do want a bit more punch. I don't want to lose the attack. So maybe we add more dry. What if I kept it in here, but reduced the velocity on both? Let's see how this sounds together. There needs to be something that's something more than just a riser. I feel like this is not a bad sound though at all. I feel like I want to cut out some of the low end on that reverb. See how this sounds to me. That's not bad. I need like a, but I already have the riser, but I guess the riser just isn't doing enough for me. This chorus, it's missing, it's lacking. This needs to be fixed because the chorus needs to be good. Hello. I'm gonna have a listen and then see what can happen. The chords are a bit too loud for me. I know what to do. We're gonna layer our melody with some other sounds. Maybe a supersaw, maybe a like a grittier, more clear bass. Yes. Yes. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to automate the gain on these plucks. There's a lot of things in the center of the field right now, and we need to space things out. I could do that a bit with the layers that I want to put in. So, synths. That's what we're doing. And what is this? What if we filtered this in too? I love a chugging bass like this is the thing. I will honestly never want to say no. I just love the vibe. I appreciate what she does. That's pretty sick. It fills in the low end that I took away. Okay, but what if it was more? What if I just made it really dramatic? And then took it away. Here? Maybe I took it away here. Now I kind of want it to follow through. Right. No, okay. Let's work on the initial things. I know exactly what I want to do right now, which does not happen often. So let's just get into it. Saws on saws, max unison. Bah, 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 bah. Perfect. Oscillator B. Give me another one. This is like, honestly, kind of abhorrent. By the way, if you fucking hear that clanking noise, it's my heater. I'm just gonna really hope you can't really hear it well with this microphone because it's gonna be there and I cannot do anything about it. Anyways, it's fine. Let's just fucking go crazy, put this in here, see what happens, find out. So, what if I copied this little section right here, just for fun? Why are we clipping? That is a later problem. That is a mixing issue, not a compositional issue. So, I like this high synth. I rock with it a lot. I want a crunchier bass that isn't whatever the fuck this is. Because this is just sound, this bitterbot. So I'm not totally obsessed with it as an element. I feel like it kind of is whatever to me. But I want to find a more gritty bass. I think that is 100% totally, completely possible to do. So, let's just do it. Let's try and design something ourselves. This is something I've been wanting to get more into, and I've spent a lot of time on Serum over the past couple weeks for school. I don't know. What if I kind of rock with it? The only way to find out is to try it. Okay, so this is what it sounds like. Why does it sound like that? That's not what it sounded like. Ew, okay, no, that cannot be good. Okay, so we tried our own preset, and not that I'm giving up, but in reflection of the amount of time I realistically have to do this, I am just going to actually find something else that's already made, and then make tweaks as needed, of course. Not mad at this crunch. Let's see. It's not clear. I feel like it's just making it dissonant rather than adding anything. Maybe this one. Okay. And then I'm gonna do this again, cause hello. And then we're gonna bring another synth playing a different melody. I don't even know what I'm gonna do yet. I don't even know what's gonna happen yet. So I wanna do maybe a UA synth, just cause I don't wanna do Serum right now. I am not mad at this. Whoa, I had a very visceral reaction to the sound. Let's just see what we got here. It's loud, first off, I know. Let's turn that bitch down. I rock with it. I rock with it so much. I love it. I have to go very shortly. It's 10:20. I do not have a lot of time. Fuck. This might be all we get for this project. We'll see, we'll see. But I rock with this sound a lot, a lot. There's something else that layers on top of this. There's another high sparkle shit that happens on top. I hear it, I hear it. Ah! I'm having a good time. I'm feeling inspired right now. Polymax? Let's go with this. Is that crazy? I'm drawing inspiration from so many different songs in my head right now. I'm getting ideas, I'm getting ideas. Ah, but I don't have time. Ah! I don't know if I loved how that sounded here. I felt like things got muddy, and what I'm learning is I hate this crunch bass that I put in there. I think it sounds, honestly, kind of disgusting. So we're getting rid of her. Maybe just one note, because I think adding two might add some muddiness. First off, needs to sidechain to the kick right now, which means I need to bring her here. I have to end this at 10:30, and it is 10:24. What if I duplicated this whole thing right here and muted this one? I don't know how much I rock with whatever is happening right now. This mix is sort of a nightmare, but whatever. I don't even know what sections are what anymore. Let's just copy what new shit we added to the other choruses. We'll need to add more to each chorus because that's how cunt shit happens, by adding to your choruses. And we still did not get a bridge. That's messed up. But it's not a failure. It's not a failure. Okay, we're back. It is a couple days later, and I have done more work on this, and it's pretty close to where I want it. I think it's pretty solid, not gonna lie. I did go in without filming and work on it because I had no choice. Ideally, I would love to do it all with you. However, that is not how the cards unfolded this month, and I wanted to get a new video out to you on time. So I worked on this, and I thought I'll just like go through and catch you guys up because this does look different from a couple seconds ago. A lot of what I did was add more risers and sound effects throughout the whole thing just to make the transitions a bit smoother, and I worked on the bridge. One of the first things I added is this pad for the chorus that sort of just draws things back together. Here, I'll play you just the individual sound and then with the chorus and then without it. It just makes it sound more together, I think. Let's just dissect all of these risers that I have put in here. Okay, so I added this kick drop. She's nice. I like her. I put her in a couple different places and also reversed her a couple times, which is great. I have the same risers that you already know. That's pretty much all in the same place. And then I added this one as well, which is subtle and shorter, but it still does add to it. And then I have this crash as well. Just to add a bit more to it, and that's sidechained, of course, because why wouldn't it be? For drums, we have two new things. The first of which is this open hat with some reverb, and it's accentuating the strong beats and is quiet around the weaker beats, and that plays only in the last chorus. And then I have this stronger snare that comes in on the third beat of every bar. First third beat out of every 4 bars is stronger than the other 3. This is in all of the choruses, and this is what all those sound together in context. Let's talk about the bridge, because the bridge was the section that there was nothing, and now there's something. Let's go over the whole thing. I think the first thing I added was this bass. And then taking the same pad from the chorus, this 1-note pad, I just brought it into the bridge as well. And then the last 4 bars, the octave comes in to build more. I just reversed these kick drops to add this darker ambiance, I guess. And then just some sparse drums, this riser, and then this melody. There's one more thing that I added in the second repeat of the last chorus. I added this bell melody that I will admit I'm not obsessed with how it sits right now, but I'll just play for you. So that is all I added, I do believe. This is the song. How riveting and exciting, I know. I like it, I enjoy it, I think it's fun. Let's do a full session view real quick. This is her in her entirety. If you're still watching this video at this point, whew, thank you very much. You're the best. You're awesome. Glad you're here. Happy you stuck around. I hope you enjoyed seeing this process. I hope you enjoy the song as well. If you don't, that's okay. I get it. whatever. As always, feel free to let me know how you think in the comments below. I love reading your comments. I love interacting with you guys. Comment anything you want. I'll see it. Any tips and tricks, any advice? Of course, I am still learning, so give me all that you have. That's that. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, like, comment, do all that fun stuff. I will see you next time.